Hey there, car enthusiasts. Ever wondered which Mazda models made the most impact in the automotive world? Well, buckle up because today we're cruising through the 8 most iconic Mazda models of all time. From revolutionary engines to racetrack legends, let's dive into Mazda's rich history. Ready? Zoom zoom. The RX2, a gem from the 70s that made heads turn and rotary enthusiasts cheer. What made the first-gen Mazda RX2 a game-changer? Let's start with the heart of the beast. Its 1,146cc Wankel rotary engine, dishing out a spicy 130 horsepower. This was Mazda's bold move of pushing the rotary engine to the mainstream, and oh boy did it catch the attention. Now RX2 wasn't just about its engine. It came in both snazzy coupe and sophisticated sedan avatars, a fashion statement for all types. And speaking of firsts, the RX2 played flirt with an automatic transmission. Although word on the street was, this romance didn't quite fuel its economy, if you catch my drift. Some might even say its handling was, well, not the dance partner everyone hoped for. Sales initially, off the charts. But remember the oil crisis of the early 70s? Yeah, the RX2 felt that punch. But hey, despite all that, it stood out in the crowd and set the stage for Mazda's RX legacy. All in all, if you were looking for something different in a sea of same old, RX2 was the way to go. Cue the space age vibes, because up next is the legendary Mazda Cosmo. If you're looking for where Mazda's fascination with rotary engines began, this is it. The Cosmo wasn't just a car, it was a statement of the times. Named aptly during the peak of the space race, this beauty was designed not just to turn heads, but to launch imaginations. Its main attraction, the 1.0-liter twin-rotor engine that had enthusiasts and critics alike nodding in approval. Admittedly, it carried a heftier price tag, but its allure proved irresistible to many. In '68, Mazda decided to turn up the heat by launching a faster Series 2 Cosmo with upgrades like a Meteor engine, power brakes, and a refined 5-speed transmission. However, the first generation remains unparalleled. In the grand tapestry of Mazda's history, the Cosmo stands as a shining star, a true pioneer, setting the pace for what was to come. Alright, fasten those seatbelts because we're jumping straight into 1991, a year of immense pride for Mazda. Enter the 787B, a piece of engineering brilliance. Now what's so special about this one? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this beauty raced its way to glory at the legendary Le Mans. And no, it wasn't just any victory. The 787B became the first ever non-piston engined car to conquer the challenging Le Mans track. Driven by the tenacious Brit Johnny Herbert, this 4-rotor marvel claimed a spot that hadn't seen a Japanese brand on the podium before. To put that in perspective, it took another 27 years before a fellow Japanese brand, Toyota, could even match that. The 787B wasn't just a race car. It was a symbol of what Mazda could achieve when they set their sights on the horizon. It was a watershed moment, solidifying Mazda's position not just as a commercial car manufacturer, but a titan on the track. Victorious, groundbreaking, and a masterclass in racing, the Mazda 787B was all that and then some. Zooming into the 2000s, the Mazda 3 was already making waves. But Mazda, being Mazda, decided to give us something even more exhilarating, the Mazda 3 MPS. Launched in 2007, the MPS was not just another car, it was Mazda's roar into the Zoom Zoom era. Let's break it down. The MPS was packing a punch with its turbocharged 2.3-liter engine that belted out 263 horsepower. To ensure that all that power didn't just spin the front wheels into oblivion, Mazda blessed it with a GKN limited slip differential, which was mated beautifully to a crisp 6-speed manual transmission. Speed, style, and stability, it had it all. Visually, while based on the 5-door version of the Mazda 3, the MPS had subtle cues indicating its sporty nature and added structural bracing to handle its fierce spirit. This car wasn't just about the looks, it was about performance, agility, and of course, that unmistakable Mazda thrill. Talk about putting the performance in Mazda Performance Series. Cruising into the realm of legendary sports cars, the RX7 FD stands tall, not just as a Mazda icon, but as a titan in the automotive world. The RX7 FD, with its unmistakably futuristic aesthetics, was a leap ahead of its time. But what made car enthusiasts' hearts race was beneath the hood, a twin-turbocharged 1.3-liter twin-rotor engine that dished out an impressive 255 horsepower. Let's pause and let those numbers sink in. Now, it wasn't just the engine that got the adrenaline pumping. With its svelte 1,300 kilograms body weight, the RX7 FD boasted a top speed hovering around a blistering 160 miles per hour. But what really seals the deal for many is the Spirit R models. A collector's dream, these editions came with those coveted cross-drilled brake rotors. Today, the RX7 FD isn't just another car in the garage, it's a piece of history, a testament to Mazda's dedication to innovation and performance. And the aesthetics, smooth body lines that mirrored the sleekness of its performance. Every curve, every design choice echoed Mazda's commitment to create something truly extraordinary. This was not just a car, it was a symphony on wheels. Switching gears to the Mazda RX8, this model is an embodiment of beauty, balance, and the sheer joy of driving. While some critics might have reservations, no one can deny the universal appeal of its unique design. With its elegant four-door coupe structure, it wasn't just about turning heads, but about reinventing the traditional idea of a sports car. Under its hood, the RX8 sported a balanced 1.3-liter two-rotor engine that, while not the beefiest in terms of raw power, delivered a driving experience that was both silky smooth and exhilarating. And then there's the chassis. Designed for high-octane revving and cruising at thrilling speeds, this car was an experience waiting to be had. It might not have been labeled Mazda's finest hour by all, but the RX-8 made its mark, attracting both seasoned drivers and budding enthusiasts. It promised not just a ride, but an experience, a dance between machine and road. In essence, the RX-8 was a beautiful blend of Mazda's legacy and its forward-looking vision. You think Mazda, sports cars, and sleek designs might be the first things that pop into your mind. But with the advent of the CX5's first generation, Mazda showcased its adaptability, diving headfirst into the SUV market. And what a splash it made. The CX5 was the very embodiment of Mazda's versatility, a testament to their ability to evolve with the times. Now, Mazda hadn't traditionally been the name that you'd associate with SUVs, but the first-gen CX5 was not just a timid step into new territory, it was a resounding statement. Equipped with options for both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, the CX5 showcased its robustness and adaptability. But the real show-stealer, the innovative Skyactiv engine technology. Fuel-efficient, powerful, and responsive, it redefined what one could expect from an SUV. This wasn't just another car in Mazda's impressive lineup, it was the cornerstone of their survival strategy. And judging by its popularity, it's safe to say that their gamble paid off. As we look back, the first-gen CX5 wasn't just a vehicle, it was a chapter in Mazda's rich history, symbolizing their ability to keep pace with changing consumer demands and stay ahead of the curve. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the pièce de résistance, the crown jewel, the car that many believe epitomizes Mazda's ethos, the MX5 Miata. With stats like a 2.0-liter engine producing a hearty 181 horsepower and a zippy 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds, the Miata is a beast wrapped in elegance. But stats alone don't do this marvel justice. Every inch of the MX5 Miata reflects Mazda's commitment to quality, performance, and style. It's more than just a car, it's an experience, a joyride, a thrill every time you turn the ignition. Its sleek design coupled with razor-sharp handling and modern safety tech makes it a package that's hard to resist. And while the cabin might not be the lap of luxury, it resonates with Mazda's driver-centric philosophy, functional, practical, but with a dash of thrill. In the vast universe of automobiles, the MX5 Miata stands out not just as one of Mazda's brightest stars, but as an icon in its own right. Driving it isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about the journey, the road, and the sheer joy of driving. As we cruise to a close on this automotive journey, remember, Mazda's legacy isn't just in its cars, but in the memories they create. Thanks for joining us in celebrating the most iconic Mazda models of all time. Drive safe, stay passionate, and keep exploring those horizons. Until next time.